Number four technically is five, but so I have over here lecture number five. As I told you, I will upload one lecture recorded by the end of this week, which will cover up because technically this is the fifth lecture, but we missed the one lecture recorded in first week. Today's contents are, as you can see, is the square core, two-step core, fill area ratios, three-step core. Also, we are going to talk about choice of B, choice of delta. Choice of the window space factor, window dimensions, yoke dimensions, and the overall core dimensions. Next time, please bring, everyone should have his or her own calculator and everyone, and scientific calculator, because next time I'm going to fill the tables. Okay? Those tables will be available on the, and they will be coming on from the other book, Indrajit Das Gupta. So I'm taking a union of these both books. So as soon as I complete up till approximately, you can call it, page number 7.23, then I'm shifting towards the Indrajit Das Gupta book, because that's an Indian author, and mostly Pakistani industry is following the Indian nomenclature or the design, but it's the workable. Achha, over here, as you can see, I have taken some images from the Google Images, and you can see the stepped core over here. आज राशिद अली नहीं है यहाँ पे, लगता है वो भाग गया वही ना. So over here you can see the stepped core over here. Here this is a three-step core. As you can see, this is a three-step core. In fact, we use the word is three-stepped core, not step only. So this is a three-stepped core. And over here I have drawn a two-step core in front of you. I hope you can see very clearly that how a two-step core is there. And when I am talking about the core over here, the two steps over here, they have some dimensions, as you can see, A and B. This red color one is going to be the circumscribed circle. And whenever you are going to draw a winding on it, आप ऐसा नहीं है कि you are going to, without any cylinder, you are going to draw or start the winding on this one. Why? Because if you are going to have the edges pointed out together, that will cut the wire. Because this transformer, when it is going to be loaded or short circuited or whatever, any case, there will be forces exerted on the winding. Maybe compression or maybe outside also. So this winding has to have some uniform circular asbestos or some other material, maybe a wooden plank or maybe something which is a good conductor of flux. One thing very important, because flux has to pass, and it should not be that much thick. It should be that much thick so it can withstand the forces. Plus, it should be good for the magnetic flux so it can flow towards the core, because core is actually the important. Now you can see this is a two-step core, and which is certainly better a single-step core. A single-step core is just a simple square. So you can see a two-step core over there. The two dimensions, as you can see over here, are A over here, and then this is B over here. And then this is the same dimension B and A. So I don't need to actually elaborate on this one, because these are two rectangles with same dimensions. Thus their orientation is changed by 90 degrees over here. Now the question over here is this, that which is very important, that how much this two-step core is covering your area. We wanted a circular core, but circular core is very expensive, and you are actually a cheap making manufacturer, so you are going to have a two-step core. So when this two-step core is there, you have two dimensions over here, A and B. Now if you are asked to find out the area of this two-step core, very simply this area is equal to AB plus AB. Nothing fancy over here, just simply, so this area is equal to 2AB over here. This is the area, cross-sectional area, you can call it, over here. Now the circle, which is actually the required one, which we are trying to actually have, has an area equal to some diameter, which is over here as D. Now, normally in this whole discussion, we are going to take diameter, not radius. We all know the area of the circle is given as pi r square. But we know, since I have diameter, so cross-sectional area can be written as pi d square by 4. Okay? So this means that the area of the circle is pi d square by 4. The area of my this one is 2AB. So if I just go on this page, ignore this ratios at present. I will come back to this one over here. So this is AC equal to pi d square by 4, and the area of my actual core which is coming out is 2AB. Okay, can I find out, or can I tell me that is there any relationship between AB and D? If I go back on over here, is there any relationship between AB and D? Certainly some trigonometric angles over here, because theta angle is there. So based on this theta angle, can I have some answer over here? If D is the diameter, G, 2A. I can't get it again. Under root 2A. Square नहीं है यहाँ पे कोई. Please, these are rectangles. I am not drawing a square core. एक second. Let me just add in one page over here, because. एक second. Just let me draw. And if I draw, this is a single step core, and if I have the over here this dimension, in fact let me just draw it with this one. This is the diameter, and certainly this is a square. So if I want to make the dimensions over here, this one would be having A, and certainly I don't need to tell that since this is a square, this one is also A. So now this is a square, so the area of the core which is coming out is A square, okay? And the area of the circle over here, in fact ये मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया इधर, ये है आपका core का area, this is area of the circle, so this is coming out as pi d square by 4. Is there any relationship between A and D here? This angle is, it's a square. Why it's a square? 4 sides are equal. ये एंगल कितना है पहला क्वेश्चन? 45 भाई, come on. This angle is 90, this angle is 90, this angle is 90, this angle is 90, and since all are there, so angle bisectors are going to also having the same. So this angle is 45 degrees, and we know tan of 45 is equal to 1 is equal to A over A, but I don't want to use tan. Can I use some other value? Sine, okay, sine 45. D, A by D. So can I write down A equal to D sine of 45? G, what is sine of 45? Under root 2 divided by 2. ये सही लिखा है? सही, हाँ वो 0.707, ठीक है, okay. So this means A is equal to 0.707 D. So this means if I want to now get on with this A core is equal to A square, so this is equal to 0.707 D whole square, and then I have the A circle area which is equal to pi D square by 4. Ji please, anyone with calculator, 0.707 का square करो जरा. It will be 1.414. Sorry? 0.4998 D square. Now, the important thing is the fill area, the ratio of the fill area. And here that fill area is equal to the core area divided by the area of the circumscribed circle. Now what is the core area? We know this is equal to 0.4998 D square, and a denominator I have pi D square by 4. D square and D square cancel. Please give me the answer on calculator. 0.4998 divided by, of course, pi, and हाँ 4 ऊपर मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा. .6363. This is the ratio. 637. 7. Okay. So this is the ratio of the fill area. What this is telling me, that the shaded region inside this one this region is 63.64% of the whole circumscribed circle. And you wanted something 100% circle area, but you have got something 63.637. Now, in your book, they have used one term and called this one as gross core area. Gross means that it is the area which is in front of you. But there is going to be another factor which is going to be called as net core area. Why net? And I guess I told you in the last lecture that there is a difference between gross and net. And the factor was stacking factor. There was lamination and there was some resin or oxide layer in between the laminations. So this term was a net area. You can call it net core area. This one you can call it AG. And the relationship was AG was equal to, or A net was equal to stacking factor multiplied by AG. And that stacking factor can be something from 0.85 to 0.99 or 0.95. It's totally up to you. So normally in your book on this page number 216, they have taken this A net, and here this is, I don't want to write it down, this one. Okay, so not that good, but still, anyway. So this is equal to A net divided by, again, this is pi d square by 4. Now this time they have taken as 0.9 into that 0.4998 d square, and here in the denominator you have pi d square by 4. Sorry for the space over here. I have taken Ks as 0.9. It can be different for your case. It can be 0.95. It can be 0.85 depending upon how good you are having it, the core. So this fill factor, now you can call this one also as a fill factor. So this is a fill factor for net core area. इसका आंसर को मुझे कर देगा ज़रा. Just multiply by 0.9, I guess, nothing special. 0.5718. So the actual core area is just 57.18% of your circle over there. Now this is a single step core. As you can see, this whole calculation, this is a single step core, and you are only getting, let's assume that 0.9 is a standard stacking factor. So this means only 57% area you are only covering over there. Rest is air. And this air is going to increase the leakage reactance of your transformer, or the winding leakage reactance over there. The leakage flux is going to be increased. So coming to this second one, which was this one, the two-step core over here. Now if you see this two-step core, I told you this area is equal to 2AB. We know that. And the cross-sectional area of the circumscribed circle is pi r square or pi d square by 4. So if I add, let me just add another page over here so we can do this one. And let me just copy this whole. Okay. I'm just going to take this on this page. So okay, and I have my AC, this one I have to just correct it a little for the, so this is my A core is equal to 2AB, and A circle is equal to pi d square by 4. Gee, now is there any relationship between B and D here? And can anyone tell me this theta is same? They both, the blue color one and the purple color, they both are same. If they are same, why? Same नहीं है. मतलब इसका मतलब यह है कि this is theta 1, this is theta 2. Why? It's a circle, it is symmetrical. So they both are. It's just like this. एक second, just let me draw one diagram. You have one rectangle like this, ठीक है, and you just take this over here, copy this, paste this, and over here. So this is like this. The angles you are getting, they are same. They are same over here. So this angle theta 1 or theta 2, they both are same because you just have tilted it over there. Now question over here, how you can link up with this theta 1 or theta 2. I am just ignoring this. Okay, sorry. G. Link this D, theta and AB. I want a relationship for D, theta, A and B. Use again trigonometry. क्या हो गया? हाँ जी. अच्छा, no one has pointed out one problem over here. I deliberately done it. जी हमजा. एक गलती की है मैंने इसे कहा लकीर के फ़कीर मत बना करो. कोर एरिया क्या है? There is an overlap. I have taken the two rectangles area. एक rectangle का एरिया A multiplied by B है, दूसरे वाले का भी A multiplied by B है. So I am overlapping this inside area over here. This area, not A square, B square. This is overlapping. So the total core area would, come on yaar, come on, this is minus B square minus B square. Got it? Total core area is AB plus AB but minus B square because this region is being repeated in both of this one. Okay? Now, the relationship between A and B. Come on. Again, you can use sine theta or cos theta, totally up to you. Anything. Just, okay, supposedly, let's take this yellow triangle over here or yellow square rectangle over here. I have this B over here. Let's take sine theta. G, sine theta is equal to B over D. And if I have the second triangle, supposedly, or if I try cos of theta, you see triangle, first triangle के लिए A over D. So you are getting actually two equations now from this. One is B is equal to D sine theta, and this one is A is equal to D cos of theta. So you have two equations now, and they both are equally acceptable for the second also. वो उल्टी नहीं होगी, डायमेंशन सेम. देखो एक चीज़ ये देखो, ये B है, दिस डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम हेयर इज B, दिस डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम हेयर इज B. सो वही ट्राइंगल जब आप उसको करोगे तो दैट इज ऑपोजिट ओवर देयर. सो इट्स सेम थिंग ओवर देयर. So now you have B is equal to D sine theta, A is equal to D cos theta. Your area of the core, this one, can now be written as 2 into D sine theta by D cos theta minus B square. So this will become D sine theta whole square. मैं समझा नहीं. इसमें सर्कल में येलो एक येलो एक सर्कल की छोड़ो आप, एक येलो रेक्टेंगल है, एक वाइट है. हाँ जी, उसकी बेस दूसरी है. व्हेन यू आर सीइंग दिस वन, देखो एक सेकंड, लेट मी जस्ट for the first triangle. Okay, this is wrong, let me just use it. I am seeing this triangle over here. ठीक है जी, And for this triangle, I have this one. So I have sine of theta, B, perpendicular, hypotenuse, angle theta. Second triangle, the purple diagonal over there. Purple triangle के ऊपर you have again theta angle. इस triangle के लिए perpendicular कौन सा है? जी perpendicular is A. Now this angle theta and angle theta. Use your brain. कौन सा भाई? इसके लिए आपका परपेंडिकुलर ये था. इस ट्राइंगल के लिए फॉर विच इज हैविंग डी दिस वन एंगल सेम है दोनों या नहीं? मेरा क्वेश्चन अभी भी वही है. This triangle, when this was over here, this was this one. This angle is theta. From this side to this side, assume this is like this. This angle is theta. My question is theta 1 and theta 2, they both are same? Ji. Rest of us. जी क्या हो रहा है? एंगल बाइसेक्टर्स नहीं है बिकॉज दिस इज अ रेक्टेंगल. एंगल्स आप बाइसेक्ट नहीं कर सकते. दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी हाफ. दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी हाफ. और हमेशा से द लॉन्गर साइड ऑपोजिट एंगल इज गोइंग टू बी लार्जर. ज्योमेट्री you have this as theta 1. This is the smaller side. So this theta angle will be smaller as compared to this angle. Let me call this theta 2. Done. जब मैंने इसका बाइसेक्टर बनाया है तो this angle is going to be the larger. So this is going to be theta 2 and this angle is going to be theta 1. अब क्या समझ आ रहा है यहाँ पे? थीटा 1 और थीटा 2 दोनों सेम है या डिफरेंट है? डिफरेंट है. गॉट इट और नॉट? ये आपके पास दिस इज नॉट अ स्क्वायर. दे आर नॉट टू स्क्वायर्स. ये पिछली डायग्राम के अंदर वी हैड दिस वन एज स्क्वायर. ये परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर्स हैं फॉर द एंगल्स. सो यू आर गेटिंग इट एट 45. दिस वन इज ऑल्सो 45. बट व्हेन यू हैव दिस टू रेक्टेंगल्स इट्स अ isosceles triangle. Three sides totally different from each other. So this side is the longer one. So this theta 2, and in this triangle what I mean to say theta 2 is greater than theta 1. Exactly. So this one, if I correct it, this one is theta 1 and theta 2. And if I'm going to go for the second triangle, this triangle or this angle is going to be theta 1. And similarly this angle is going to be theta 2. So what I am using over here in this equation, let me rephrase it. This is theta 1 being used over here. Got it? Everyone on board? Okay, let's do the mathematics of this one. I have to open this one. So this is 2d square sine of theta cos of theta minus d square sine square theta. This is area of the core. जी किसमें? नहीं, हम उसी ट्राइंगल से ले रहे हैं. पहली ही ट्राइंगल से ले रहे हैं. देखो ये थीटा 1 है, ये मेंशन है. हाँ सॉरी, दिस वन. ये दोनों थीटा 1 है. हमने किसी एक से बनाना है. देखो एक तो एंगल 90 है, एक एंगल थीटा 1 है. ऑफ कोर्स तीसरा वाला थीटा 2 है. एंड दैट विल बी 180 माइनस 90 माइनस थीटा 1. तो आप ये तो सारी इक्वेशन थीटा 1 पे बना लो, ये सारी इक्वेशन थीटा 2 पे बना लो. इट्स ओनली अप टू यू. जी यू हैव दिस ए कोर विद यू एंड नाउ पॉइंट ओवर हियर इज दिस. व्हाट इज द ऑप्टिमम एंगल? theta 1 over here, so that जी क्या होना चाहिए, सिमेट्री रहेगी, सिमेट्री की बात नहीं मैं कर रहा हूँ. व्हाट इज द ऑप्टिमम एंगल थीटा 1 सो दैट यू हैव द लार्जेस्ट एरिया. नहीं, मेरा क्वेश्चन को गौर से सुनो. यू हैव टू फाइंड मी द एंगल at which your area of the core is going to be maximum. देखो, if you are going to plot this curve, listen this carefully. ये आपके पास एक कर्व है, एक x एक्सिस y एक्सिस पे. You have theta increasing, you have area of the core over here on the y axis side. So as the theta will increase, let me call it theta 1, you are going to have an area increase एक point तक, and then afterwards it will start decreasing. I am asking you that this point of maximum area, हमें वो एंगल चाहिए. कैसे निकालेंगे? You have the equation in front of you. आपने उस इक्वेशन पे निकालना है कि जहाँ पे उसकी स्लोप ज़ीरो है, and that slope 0 point is there. This is this point. So you are going to take the derivative of this relation with respect to theta 1. ठीक है. So I'm just going to take it on over here. Let me just copy this, or let me write it down actually. A core is equal to 2d square sine of theta 1 cos of theta 1 minus d square sine square theta 1. So what I have to do, I have to take derivative with respect to theta 1. G, what will be the derivative? Tell me. Theta 1 के correspondingly आपने लेना है. It's a product over here. So first of all, 2d square will remain the same. Let me use some braces over here. I have sin theta 1 cos theta 1. Sin का derivative? Cos. So this means this will be cos theta 1 into cos theta 1 plus G. Cos का डेरिवेटिव क्या है? माइनस साइन. सो दिस मीन्स दैट दिस साइन विल बी नेगेटिव. ठीक है. सो दिस विल बी नाउ कॉस ऑफ थीटा 1, सॉरी नॉट साइन, इट विल बी साइन. दिस विल बी साइन ऑफ थीटा 1 साइन ऑफ थीटा 1. एग्रीड. माइनस डी स्क्वायर. व्हाट अबाउट साइन स्क्वायर थीटा 1? 2 will be coming out, so this will be 2d square sine theta 1 or cos multiplied with cos theta 1. Now this term internally over here, I can not 1 का हो गया. 2d square, I have it over here as cos square theta 1 minus sine square theta 1 minus 2d square sine theta 1 cos theta 1. Now I need to find out the optimum angle. So I will have to make the slope of this curve equal to 0. So this means the derivative of this one has to be made equal to 0. So I will have to equate it equal to 0. जी क्या सॉल्व कर सकते हैं इसके अंदर हम? 2d स्क्वेयर कॉमन आ गया, निकाल दिया उसको बीच में से. नेक्स्ट, गो ऑन अदर साइड 0. आई हैव ओवर हेयर जस्ट नाउ cos square theta minus theta 1 minus sin square theta 1 minus sin theta 1 cos theta 1 equal to 0. जी कम ऑन यार, मैथमेटिक्स क्या करेंगे? और इसको किसी एक वेरिएबल में लेके जाना है, कॉस में या साइन में, तभी हम इसके ऊपर कोई अप्लाई. तो I can replace it as 1 minus sine square theta 1 minus sine square theta 1 minus this is still sine theta 1 cos of theta 1. तो फ़ायदा होगा. दोबारा 21 हो गई। अंडर रूट में ना ही जाओ तो बेहतर है, ये और कम्प्लेक्स कर देगा उसको। ओके, दैट कैन बी डन। 1 माइनस 2 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा 1, यू आर सेइंग कॉस को साइन में कन्वर्ट कर दें, सो दैट विल बी साइन थीटा 1 इंटू साइन 90 माइनस थीटा 1। इससे कोई फ़ायदा नहीं हो रहा जी। आई नीड आंसर्स, दिस इज़ नॉट इन द बुक, ये अलग से मैं करवा रहा हूँ। सो इनफैक्ट देयर इज़ एन असाइनमेंट कमिंग अप आफ्टर दिस वन जी। आई नीड एन आंसर ऑन दिस वन। हमें थीटा 1 निकालना है। यू हैव द इक्वेशन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, दिस इज इक्वल टू 0। कम ऑन, थोड़ा सा, नहीं हिट एंड ट्रायल नहीं है, हिट एंड ट्रायल नहीं है। यू हैव दिस रिलेशन over here or the last one, whichever you want to use over here. हाँ, क्या बताओ, कहाँ कौन सा यूज़ करनी है? जी जी, एनीवन प्लीज़। क्या है cos 2? cos square 2 theta. This one ये हम यहाँ यूज़ करेंगे। So what will happen? I have again 0 over here. This term can be written as cos 2 theta minus sin theta cos theta. What is this? Sin 2 theta divided by 2. Can I now equate it? Cos 2 theta equal to sin 2 theta divided by 2. ठीक है, so this is 2 equal to tan 2 theta. ठीक है, ये 2 पूरा है, नॉट एंगल पे नहीं है, याद रखना, ये ना कहीं गलत कर दो उधर से। so this theta will be equal to tan inverse theta, 2 theta divided by 2. और नहीं, ये मैं सॉरी ना वो सॉरी, हाँ मुझे समझ आ गई मैंने क्या किया। हाँ, tan inverse 2 divided by 2 जी। व्हाट इज़ द एंग? 31.717। इतना बस बहुत है इससे ज़्यादा नहीं था। So this is theta 1, sorry, this is theta 1. I have missed this one, theta 1 over here. I hope you have got what we have used. We have used that double angle formula, so no need of this one, nothing required. You have already just used cos 2 theta 1 and this is equal to this one. This one is just sin theta 1 cos theta 1. You replaced it by again double angle but having an angle divided by 2. So after doing this one, you have it over here. So what this is telling me, that if I go back on my diagram over here, this angle theta 1 is equal to 31 point, again sorry, 7175 degrees. And what this means, that when theta 1 is equal to 31.7175 degrees, what is theta 2? 90 minus theta 1, and that is 58.285 degrees. 2825. This is the optimum value. Now, based on this optimum angle, whatever you have got over here, now you know your A, that was equal to, in fact let me change it to back to this one. A was equal to, if I am not wrong, d cos of theta 1, d cos of theta 1. B was equal to d sine of theta 1. So can you now give me an answer? A is equal to d multiplied by cos 31.7175 and B is equal to d multiplied by sine 31.7175. जी, give me the answer. A 0.8507 D. This is my A. B is equal to 0.5257 D. So now you have A and B over here, and based on this now, can you find out the area of the core, which was equal to 2AB minus B square? Plug in the values now. This is 2 into 0.8507, this is D added over here, and then I have 0.5257 D minus this is 0.5257 D whole square. जी, एक फाइनल आंसर मुझे बता दो किसी के पास। 0.89। अच्छा, ये पहला वाला, ठीक है 0.8944 D स्क्वायर। हाँ, ये गलत लग रहा है कुछ। 2764। ओके, हाँ ये ठीक है, दोनों ठीक है, ठीक है ठीक है, माइनस करो दोनों को, इट विल बी समथिंग 0.6 समथिंग। 0.618 D square. So a two-step core is having 0.681 D square. Now let me go on to the two single step core. अभी हमने पीछे किया था single step core. I guess, sorry, this is here. What was that? It was 0.63637. So this means there has been, क्या किया ये गलत है भाई, ये भी मैं यहाँ से एरिया देख रहे हैं, एरिया वॉज इक्वल टू जस्ट 0.4998. सो देर हैज़ बीन एन इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 14 फैक्टर, फैक्टर देखेंगे. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट नाउ द फैक्टर. सो द फिल फैक्टर is going to be A core, which we are going to call as AG, divided by, this is A core or AG, totally equal to, divided by pi D square by 4. So you have to divide it by 0.6818 D square, point D square by 4. 0.7869. And same fill factor, same fill factor for A net. And what is A net? That is KS multiplied by AG divided it by, ये A net में सिर्फ यहाँ पे सिर्फ उसके लिए लिखा है वो 0.9. So this is pi D square by 4. Now that 0.9 can be different for your case, ठीक है, when you are designing it. I'm just taking it as 0.9 over here. So this will be 0.618 D square divided by pi D square by 4. D square and D square cancelled, and you have 0.7082. So if I make a small table over here for 2-step, 3-step or 4-step, for example, so my fill area according to the equation, if percentage fill area is there, according to the book I am just copying the values from there. This is 64%, and again the next fill area is 58%. For a 3-step core, we just found out this is equal to 78.7%, and this one is 70.82%. And for a 4-step core, this is equal to 87%, and this one, sorry, yeah, I have done one wrong. Copied, ये ऊपर नीचे कर दिया थोड़ी सी मैंने. For 2-step core, that was equal to 64 and 58. And for a 3-step core, this is equal to 8475, 8778. Okay, ये मैंने again गलत लिख दिया. 2-step is 79 and 71. सॉरी जी, वो एक्चुअली मैं वहाँ पे सिंगल स्टेप भी रखा हुआ है, इसलिए वो मुझे वहाँ से कंफ्यूज हो रहा हूँ बार बार. ठीक है, सिंगल स्टेप कोर इज जस्ट अ स्क्वायर कोर, सो इट्स नॉट एज इन. सो 2-step core, 3-step core, 4-step core. You can extend this to even 11-step core, and you will find out this goes on up till approximately 96 to 97% fill area. And I will give you a whole chart on this one. This is available in Indrajit Das Gupta book. Normally in Pakistan, for a distribution transformer, 7 to 9 step is the nominal step core usage for distribution transformer. Our course is mostly aligned for a distribution transformer till the 6th or 7th week. Then afterwards we will talk about the power transformer there. But just for now, you have these values over here. प्रोसेस शुरू कर दो एक दफ़ा पेल वालों से बात करो. आजकल पेल में कोई स्टूडेंट नहीं है. देख लो कोई सीनियर मिल जाए आपको या कुछ मिल जाए, क्योंकि आई डोंट नो 17 में से कोई गया है कि नहीं गया. अच्छा, नाउ यू हैव डन दिस इट फॉर द 2-step कोर. You have to prove these percentages for your 3-step core, and for this 3-step core you have to find out this 84 and 75, certainly using 0.9 as the stacking factor. And when you are going to go for the 3-step core, this is going to be your 3-step core. See this very carefully over here. I have marked the dimensions. Now when I have marked the dimensions over here, A, B and C, it's a symmetrical again. Okay, it's a circle, it's a symmetrical. So if this dimension over here is C, this one is also C. Then there is B, there is also B over there. Now over here, if you very closely see, if I mark another dimension over here from, this one will be also D. And if I have another one from here, this one will be also D. Now, your question of concern is this, that you have to find out the optimum angle. This angle will be theta 1. Okay? This is in front of the smaller angle. This is again in front of a different one. So this is theta 2. This one is theta 3. Okay. Now you have to use theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, A, B and C dimensions. Again evolve your final area in terms of only one variable. यहाँ problem सिर्फ ये है कि your theta 1 and theta 2 are three variables. You have to convert your theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3 in one variable. So there is a relationship between theta 2 with theta 1. There is also a relationship between theta 3 and theta 1. You have to find that relation. It's not a very simple, just like half an hour work. It is a little trigonometric work where you have to think on this one, how theta 2, theta 3 are linked with theta 1. Replace it in your area of the core equation. Rest A, B, C will be remain the same. They will be already there inside it. Take the derivative of that equation with respect to the variable you have chosen. It can be theta 1, it can be theta 2, it can be theta 3. Do this derivative, again equate it equal to 0, and you will have the again angle theta 1. And since you will have theta 2 and theta 3, now one thing very important, theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3, will they all be equal to 180 or not? I'm just trying to maybe create a hint over here. So you have to give me the optimum value of theta 1, optimum value of theta 2, optimum value of theta 3. पूछ रहा हूँ, I'm just asking. 180 के इक्वल नहीं है, so don't take that as a hint. पिछले साल एक असाइनमेंट दी थी मैंने, आज दोस्त आधी क्लास ने इसको 180 करके निकाला था. It's not 180, remember. ठीक है, it's not 180. थीटा 1 प्लस थीटा 2 प्लस थीटा 3. क्यों, कैसे? Anyway, try on this. This is your assignment. This is your assignment number 1. It's not even 90, it's not even 180. So think on it. ठीक है कि थोड़ा सा That's why I have given you this diagram. ये मैंने diagram इसीलिए बनाई है so that you have an idea what you are dealing with. हाँ बोलो. नहीं कैसे? Based on what assumption? Give me a geometrical reason for that. अच्छा, one thing very important. If you see the blue color and if you see the yellow color, do they share any dimensions? ब्लू कलर पीछे की तरफ है, मैंने दिखाया नहीं है पूरा, बट इट्स द elongated one, the longer one. The yellow color one is this one. Let me use it. The yellow color one is this one. The blue color one is this one. A common है. What about the next dimension? The blue color one and the yellow color one, they are exactly same to each other. So their angle is going to have a relation 90 minus theta 1. समझ आ रही है बात की? देखो जी, यहाँ पे ये ब्लू रेक्टेंगल है, इसकी ये वाली डायमेंशन क्या है? A. ये वाली डायमेंशन क्या है? A. The longer dimension of this one is C. The longer dimension of this one is C. So they both are exactly same. So अभी हमने जो यहाँ पीछे क्या किया था, हमने यहाँ पे थीटा 1 जब निकाला है तो हमने थीटा 1 इसको कहा था और दूसरे एंगल को थीटा 1 कहा था. तो थीटा 2 क्या था? 90 माइनस थीटा 1. तो थीटा 1 और थीटा 3 के दरमियान में नाउ यू हैव अ रिलेशन 90 माइनस थीटा 1. आधी असाइनमेंट सॉल्व हो गई है ऑलमोस्ट. Any questions with this, Ji? This is the assignment. This is your assignment number 1 over here. क्या नहीं आई? कोशिश करो नेक्स्ट वीक के स्टार्ट तक, इसी मंडे तक, सेम 1 week is with you. And this is another picture over here. As you can see, I have taken this one. This is again a stepped core. I can't see if you can count on maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 step core. And these are those fish plates, or not fish plates actually. These are the, मैंने बताए थे, yokes को clamp plates कह सकते हैं. Fish plates were actually here. ठीक है? These are clamp plates for the yoke over there. In this case, the yoke is also kept as stepped. The limbs तो automatically हैं ही हैं. ठीक है? Okay. The next thing. I guess this is the next topic. Yes. Next thing, very very important, flux density. And I don't need to repeat it. I guess we have talked about flux density and flux intensity. What was flux density? Weber per meter square, or Tesla, or Gauss. Gauss is a very smaller unit. Tesla. Bm over here is the magnetic flux density. Now what material you are going to use is going to decide it. So if your BH curve so you have B, you have H over here, and supposingly I want to, let me use some different color. So you have like this a BH curve. Now you can see it is not having a slope in the very start of the same over here, but as soon as you reach something, a point, you can call it here. So at this point you are having a saturation starting. Knee point, yes, you are also using this one in your PSP also. So this knee point or the saturation point is the point at which you are going to design your transformer. अब अगर आप इस पॉइंट से आगे इसको डिज़ाइन करेंगे, सपोजिंगली एक मैन्युफैक्चरर कहता है नहीं जी मैंने इस क्रॉस पे डिज़ाइन करना है, व्हाट विल बी द डिसएडवांटेज? द डिसएडवांटेज वुड बी दैट इफ प्रीवियसली दिस डिस्टेंस was corresponding to supposingly 10 ampere current, for example, this one is going to be, you can see over here, approximately 17 or 18 amperes current. but the increase in B is very small. So you are getting a very small benefit by increasing it. So basically उससे क्या होगा, उसको क्या फ़ायदा है? His advantage is this, that since B dot A is equal to flux phi, using a larger value of B means for a definite value of flux phi, you have to decrease down the area. Less area means less cost, and smaller size, less weight, all the losses are there. But increasing your B is also dependent upon your material as shown over here. Now, if you are having a distribution transformer, ये हम काम बहुत पहले भी कर चुके हैं, first lecture we talked about, a distribution transformer has to work 24 hours a day. Their core losses have to be kept low. They are always there. So you are going to have the B selected on the lower side, not more than 1.4 Tesla or 1.4 Weber per meter square. If you have a power transformer, you can go on the higher side, because for that transformer, your core losses are not important. वहाँ पे आपके copper losses important है. So you can go on from up till now. These values I have taken them from the book. This book is a little outdated, so maybe a little 1.7 here can also go, because ये book 1989 में पहली publish हुई थी. उसके बाद से there has been a revolution in the materials. So now कोई बताएगा मुझे what is CRGO full form? Come on. कोर की टाइप है, नाम फुल फॉर्म बताओ, ये मशीन में पढ़ चुके हैं हम. कोल्ड रोल्ड ग्रेन ओरिएंटेड सिलिकॉन स्टील, दिस इज CRGO. You can add the word silicon steel, cold rolled. Now for those who don't understand what I mean by this grain oriented silicon steel, whenever you are adding this impurity of silicon in steel, what you do, you actually make a, let me make a, I have made a small cube. What this cube will do, this is a structure for a silicon embedded inside your steel, and you are going to have silicon on the edges of this cube. So now when magnetic field is going to flow from here to here, this magnetic field will be aided in this direction. It will be also aided in this direction. It will be going on from this direction to this direction. So this type of blocks are going to be inside your material. And when you are going to roll it, cold rolled, it's not heated up. आपके पास एक silicon steel sheet है, उसके ऊपर आपने silicon embed करना है. Of course with a certain little temperature. Cold rolled का मतलब ये कि it is going to be embedded inside it. So when it is going to be embedded, this blue color is the direction of the domains aligned. आप एक अदर impurity add कर रहे हो एक और material के अंदर, you are actually asking it to have a magnetic dipole arranged in some direction. Just like आपको याद होगा chemistry में carbon dipole है, they arrange themselves as covalent bond or whatever you want to call it. Exactly कह सकते हैं, exactly same. Now there can be an argument, which is a very good question. In fact, I was thinking on it. Why not magnetic field can flow from here to here? It's a longer path. Yes, you are exactly right that it can also flow like this against it, but it will be distorting it. It will be distorting it. एक इस तरह जा रहा है, नीचे की तरफ आ रहा है. So it will be rolled in this one direction, but since it's not my field, I'm not going to go deep into this. But whenever CRGO silicon steel is be there, this means that silicon is embedded in a cube lattice structure over there, and silicon is at the edges of your cube over there, and that's why the CRGO can have actually 1.5 to 1.7 Weber per meter square. Now, as far as the B is concerned, frankly speaking, even as engineers, you can't much decide on this one. Why? आप किसी इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रहे हो, मे बी पेल हैज़ अ बेटर मटीरियल, वो कहेंगे जी वी हैव अ मटीरियल 1.8 आपने यूज़ करना है, उससे कम वो कभी यूज़ नहीं करेंगे. सो यू आर ऑलमोस्ट लाइक फिक्स्ड ऑन बी. बट वन थिंग ऑन विच यू आर फ्री इज एक्चुअली द करंट डेंसिटी. Current density for the inner winding is always going to be smaller. For the outer winding, it's always going to be there. Plus, if it is going to be naturally cooled, it will be on the smaller side. If it is forcefully cooled, it will be on the higher side. So you can see over there are three areas over here. One is the standard distribution transformer, जो normal आपके घरों के बाहर है, 100 kVA, 200 kVA. It is an oil immersed self-cooled. Because of the convection current, it is being cooled down. The current density is just 1.5 to 2.6 ampere, very, very small. Now, the ones which you are getting from Hall Road, which you are going to do in your lab also, their current density is not going to be more than like 2 or 1.5, not more than that. Because there is no oil over there. Usko cool down kar, and it's a shell type. Okay? These current densities which I am talking over here, they can be for the core type and shell type. That's why the range is given. But if you are working with the shell type transformer, then certainly you have to reduce down, because only the central limb has all the windings. Then it will be difficult to cool it down. Then if you have a medium and large power transformer, maybe a little larger distribution transformer, so it is still oil cooled, but there is an air blast. Air blast means that there is going to be some fans on the radiator. So those fans, this increases the overall current density over here. Then the last case is for big transformers where there is oil also, it is forced by a pump also, and there is some water cooling on the radiator also, or maybe some air blast. This is the highest 5.4 to 6.3 amperes per mm square. Now you will be amazed, remember these values. When we will design an induction machine, you will find out that for induction machine, we keep this one even up till 8 amperes per mm square if they are even not naturally cooled. उसकी reason ये है कि transformers, they are always working 24 hours a day or something. So we give much attention to it. But as far as induction machines are concerned, they are only going to run for a very small amount of time, if it's working as a motor especially. So your current density is going to be very much important over here, and that is going to decide that what value you are going to use over here. Next thing is the choice of window space factor. कोई बताएगा जी what was window space factor? KW, ratio of copper area divided by the window area. Now there are three formulas for this one, but again they are empirical ones, which means that they are dependent upon some value of the voltage. I have three formulas. One is KW equal to 10 divided by 30 plus kilovolts. Then I have another formula which is 12 plus 30 plus kilovolts. Then I have another one, KW equal to 8 divided by 30 plus kilovolts. This is for small transformers up till 10 kVA capacity. This is up till 1000 kVA capacity, and this is the generic formula. You can see this is in between. 8, 10 is in between. So you can see if you are going for a longer value or a longer size or higher size, of the transformer, you can see your KW factor is going to decrease down over there. So as you are going towards for higher capacity, your window space factor, and there is a whole table on this one. I'm not copying this table. You can see this one from your books over there. This is a window space factor over here. And as the kVA rating increases, you are going to have a different KW or window space factor. Now that window space factor is coming on from this single phase core dimension over here. Now if I have this one, and let me complete this one. This is my core. This is my core over here. It's a single phase core type transformer. The dimensions are given over here as D, W, H and everything. Now I'm more concerned over here that what is the area of the window first. Now if you see very closely over here, area of my window AW is going to be equal to HW into WW. Now if you see this purple color line or violet color line, it's a little away from the edges. Why this is little away? Because the core which you are seeing in front is from the front, and if you are going to see the cross sectional area of this one, it's going to be supposedly the square, and then the circle which you are going to see is going to be like this. So आपके पास कोर चाहे स्क्वायर हो, चाहे 2 स्टेप हो, चाहे 3 स्टेप हो, you're always going to have a circular asbestos or some other material sheet on it. So when this is going to be placed over here, the window area is going to be a little decreased. I hope you are getting this. Okay? So you can see the difference over here. This dimension is D, that is the outer radius over here, or the diameter for this one. So from this point to this point, this is D, but this dimension over here from here till here is just A. ये भी हम कर चुके हैं पीछे, A भी था और वो D था. So over here in this whole full diagram, it is having a difference over here. This one is D over here, this one is A. So there is a difference over here between A and D. Then the window height is HW, window width is WW, and their multiplication is called as the area of the window available to you. Now listen to this very carefully. There are 2 methods of transformer design. आपके पास आप ET से स्टार्ट हुए हो, ET is equal to K under root S, हम नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में करेंगे उसको. When we reach that ET, we decide on B, we decide on current density and everything. Based on our requirement, we decide the size of the core, और हम core को लेके चलते हैं. फिर हम windings decide करते हैं कि okay, supposedly number of primary turns comes out to be 1000. अब वो 1000 turns starting from here, they reach up till this height. Supposedly, my transformer, this means that the limb is going to be this much high, or there is a chance that मैं कहता हूँ नहीं जी, I will make it in 2 layers. Size will be reduced. So based on my winding design, I am deciding कि मेरी transformer की height क्या है. This is one way. Second way is this कि जी मैं कह देता हूँ कि height of the window and the window width, they are decided. और उसके बाद I decide, I know the number of turns. Now I see okay, I have to decide how many layers are going to be there. उसमें कोई air gaps आएंगे नहीं आएंगे. Based on that, I am going to decide on it. The method, the first one, is being used by the Indrajit Das Gupta book, which I still don't have brought over here today, the which we are going to start next lecture. This one in this book over here is the second method, where they decide, okay, the window height is this, the height of the width of the window is this, and now you have to decide on the winding. For this purpose, they have some rules over here which tells us that the height of the window divided by the width of the window, it will be equal to 2 to 4. And I don't need to tell it that this is for some mechanical stability. कि आपकी height 2 times है आपकी width से, ये अंदर की width है, window area. क्योंकि अगर आपकी height कम है, window width ज़्यादा है, it's going to take more space on your pole or whatever. अगर आप हाइट बहुत ज़्यादा ऊंची कर देते हो, it can topple down, center of gravity will be on the higher side. Plus when there is going to be oil, then center of gravity again will be shifted up a little. So there is a range over here, and they have told us that the optimum value is 3. Keep height divided by the window width equal to 3. Second thing which is very much important, which we have not just talked over there, this area. This area and this area, They are called as the yoke of your transformer. This yoke can be stepped or can be just a square area. It's totally up to you. Now the pictures which I have just shown you just today, which I have taken them from the internet, here the yoke is also stepped. But if you want to save some money, you can make it a square shaped core also. But problem would be that you are going to place a square shaped core on a stepped one, there is going to be air gaps over there. So flux leakage will be more. But if you are going to go with a square shaped core and you have a yoke design in front of you, your yoke area, now one thing, this is very important, that for your yoke, your AY, that is the yoke area, has to be equal to the depth of yoke multiplied by the height of yoke. ये मैं तब की बात कर रहा हूँ when you are using a square area. मैं स्टेप्ड नहीं कर रहा, मैं मटेरियल बचाना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि वहाँ पे सर्कुलर करने का फ़ायदा कोई नहीं है, वहाँ वाइंडिंग थोड़ी आनी है, वाइंडिंग तो सिर्फ लिम्स पे है. एंड वेयर इज़ द लिम्स? दिस इज़ द लिम्स, दिस इज़ द लिम, दिस इज़ द लिम. योक को सर्कुलर बनाने का फ़ायदा कोई नहीं है. बट येस, इफ़ यू आर अ गुड मैन्युफैक्चरर, यू वांट टू कीप द ओवरऑल फ्लक्स पाथ सेम विदाउट एनी एयर गैप्स, देन दैट बेटर इज टेक इट अ स्क्वायर और रेक्टेंगल एरिया. अब डेप्थ ऑफ द योक क्या है? डेप्थ ऑफ द योक, इफ आई नाउ कन्वर्ट दिस डायग्राम, नाउ सी दिस वेरी केयरफुली, if I convert this into a 3-dimensional, so this one, sorry about this, what will be the depth? Depth is, if I use this one color, this is going to be the depth. Height, this is going to be the height. So this is going to be hy, this is going to be dy. Now कोई मुझे बताएगा what hy और dy की वैल्यू कहाँ से आएंगी? If you see closely over here, this dimension was a, तो आप इसको भी a ही रखेंगे. Now area of the yoke कहाँ से आएगा? Now the common practice is this, that you keep the area of the yoke equal to the area or the net core area. But if you are using a square core, आपके losses होंगे because of the air gap. So what you will do, you will keep area of the yoke 15 to 25% higher by the area of the core. थोड़ा सा साइज ज़्यादा, क्योंकि जो लॉस आपका वहाँ हो रहा है, आप फ्लक्स डेंसिटी इन द योक कम कर सको. आई एम अगेन रिपीटिंग इट. आपके पास पूरे कोर के अंदर, इफ़ यू चूज़ अ कॉमन क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया, you are going to have area AC here, area AC here, area AC here. इसका मतलब है कि आपकी फ्लक्स डेंसिटी इन द होल ऑफ द कोर इज गोइंग टू बी सेम. बट आप क्या कर रहे हो कि आपके पास लिम्स आर स्टेप्ड, 3 स्टेप, 4 स्टेप, 6 स्टेप, वट एवर, बट योक के ऊपर आप पैसे बचाना चाह रहे हो एंड यू आर ट्राइंग टू मेक इट स्क्वायर शेप कोर, रेक्टेंगल शेप कोर. तो वहाँ पे मैं एरिया थोड़ा ज़्यादा कर दूंगा ताकि इन दी योक माई बी रिड्यूसेज अ लिटल, ताकि मेरे कोर लॉसेस थोड़े कम हो जाए. सो दैट्स वाई I am going to increase it by 15 to 25%. मेरा एरिया फर्स्ट करो was 100 millimeter square. Now I will make it 120 mm square. And now based on that 120 mm square area, now I can plug this value here. I know my height of the yoke, which is A. So from here I can easily find out my dy, depth of the yoke. Any questions with this? हाँ, आवाज़ नहीं आ रही तुम्हारी. हम लिम्ब का सिलेंडर सर्कुलर बना दें, हाँ बना दें। वेस्टेज देखो, आपने पूरा सर्कल बनाना है। सर्कल बनाने के लिए आपको बेसिकली कितने पीसेस चाहिए, दैट इज़ डिपेंडेंट अपॉन योर थिकनेस ऑफ लैमिनेशन। आपकी थिकनेस जितनी कम है उतने ज़्यादा पीसेस आपको बनाने पड़ेंगे, और हर पीस के अंदर से वेस्टेज होगी जो कि कहीं इस्तेमाल नहीं हो सकती। बिल्कुल, मैंने आपको पहले बताया था राइट फ्रॉम द वेरी फर्स्ट डे, ट्रांसफार्मर प्रोडक्शन इज़ अ वेरी कंपेटिटिव बिजनेस। सिर्फ 500,000 रुपये के ऊपर आपका ट्रांसफार्मर नहीं बिकता, क्योंकि आपका कंपेटिटर उससे सस्ता ट्रांसफार्मर दे रहा है। वो चलेगा या नहीं चलेगा, उसकी लाइफ स्पैन क्या है, दैट इज़ फॉर दोज ब्रांड्स विच आर लाइक फॉर 10-25 ईयर्स प्लस। ऑफकोर्स पेल एक नाम है, सीमेंस एक नाम था, ट्रांसफो पावर इज़ अ बिग नेम, उसी के टूटे हुए लोग हैं। सो बट दे आर बिग नेम्स। आप उनका ट्रांसफार्मर लेने जाओगे, दे इट विल बी अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 20,000 एक्सपेंसिव दैन द न्यू वन। So अक्सर whenever if you go in the transformer industry, especially लाहौर और दिस पंजाब एरिया, आपको अक्सर किसी नई ट्रांसफार्मर कंपनी के अंदर किसी कंपनी के टूटे हुए बंदे ज़रूर मिलेंगे। ब्रेक देम ऑफ, बिकॉज यू नीड स्किल्ड वर्कर। डिज़ाइनर की ज़रूरत इतनी नहीं है, डिज़ाइन तो आपका पेपर में मौजूद है, आपको पता है 100 kVA का ट्रांसफार्मर डिज़ाइन है, वो वैसे का वैसे ही होना है, नथिंग चेंज। वो आप डन इसको चेंज नहीं करना, बट यू नीड स्किल्ड वर्कर, एंड फॉर दैट पर्पज़ यू नीड वर्कर्स ब्रोकन ऑफ फ्रॉम सम अदर। ठीक है, 2 चीज़ें हमने यहाँ पे मिस की हैं अभी, वो मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली मैं नेक्स्ट क्लास के अंदर कंप्लीट कर दूंगा। द डायमेंशंस ओवर हेयर फॉर द सिंगल फेज एंड द 3 phase वन। प्लीज़ काइंडली गो थ्रू एग्जाम्पल नंबर 7.1 अप टिल 7.10 सॉल्व्ड एग्जाम्पल्स 7.1।